Today we are going to talk about solving division problems. Let's go ahead and read this word problem here. It says you make a 24 equal payments for a go-kart. You pay a total of $840. How much is each payment? Okay, so you buy a go-kart and instead of paying the full $840 at one time, you break it into 24 payments. So you pay over 2 years, 24 payments. We want to know how much each of those 24 payments cost. So the thing that I'm splitting up is that $840. I am breaking that into 24 groups. And I want to know how much money of that $840 goes into each of the 24 groups. Okay, but before I get started on my division problem, I like to write down the steps. So I divide, I multiply, I subtract, then I bring down. Now, there are a couple of different ways to remember the orders of these steps. Some people say dad, mom, sister, brother. Some people have a little rhyme. I say, does McDonald's serve burgers? Whatever you need to do. If you don't need to write down the steps, then that's your call as well. The second thing I like to do before I even begin is make a list of my multiples. I know that I'm going to need to know how many times 24 goes into things. So I want to go ahead and do that right off the bat. So I go ahead and I start with 24. Now, 24 plus 24 is 48. 24 plus 48 is 72. 72 plus another 24 is 96. 96 plus another 24 is 120. And let's do one more just in case. 120 plus 24 is 144. Now you can go down a few more if you would like. I'm going to stop here. I already have a decent list. If it comes to it and I need more multiples, then I can go ahead and do that. So to recap, all I did was say, okay, 24. I want to know how many times 24 fits into different numbers while I divide. So I just wrote 24. This is 24 times 2. This is 24 times 3, 24 times 4, 24 times 5, and 24 times 6. And then later I just don't have to go through all of that. It's ready for me as I begin. Okay, so let's get started. So I need to go ahead and divide first. How many times does 24 go into my first digit? Remember that we start all the way to that biggest place when we're dividing. 8 divided by 24. That doesn't work, so I'm going to put a 0 here. 24 goes into 8 0 times. Now I can skip ahead and go straight to 84. How many times does 24 go into 84? So I look for 84 here. I don't see 84, but I know that 84 is between 72 and 96. This tells me that 24 goes into 84 3 full times, and there will be some left over. I don't want to go over because 84 is smaller than 96. Okay, so 24 goes in 1, 2, 3 times to 84. Now I multiply. Second step, 24 times 3 is, I have it right here already, 72. Now I subtract. 84 minus 72 leaves me with 12 left over. So 24 goes into 84 3 times with 12 left. Now I bring down the next digit. Now I need to see how many, I go back up to the top and I start from the beginning. I have a new number here. How many times does 24 go into 120? Well, I look And I have 120 this time. So I know it goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full times with none left over. Now I multiply 24 times 5 equals 120. I subtract 120 minus 120 is 0. Now, there are no more digits here, and there is a 0 here, so I am done. Now, let's break down what these numbers mean. We already knew from the beginning that this is the total amount for the go-kart. We knew this is the amount of groups or the amount of payments in this case. So now we need to check out these new numbers. We've got this one here. That is our quotient. That is our answer. That is how much money is in each of these groups. So this is your amount per group, and in this case, money per payment. Down here we have 0, so that's telling us there's no money left over. We don't have any change, it's just a solid 35. Therefore, we go back to our question, and our question asks us, how much is each payment? Well, each payment is $35.